vibe responsibly. And as you can see, I got my melanated marvels with me. What's going on, Jax? How you doing, girl?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I am good, blessed, and highly flavored. How are y'all?
All right, I'm blessed and highly flavored. Okay, I'll take it. And I'm not gonna act shocked today. I got it. Highly blessed and flavored. All right, you got it. All right, I'm gonna settle in on that. It's good.
Highly.
All right. So as I do per usual, hey baby, how you doing?
Hey, baby. I'm fine.
How you
I
doing?
am blessed and
Yeah,
beyond blessed. Okay? It ain't season today. I
blessed
am
and
blessed and beyond blessed today. And
Okay.
how are
all
you?
right. I'll take it.
Okay.
All right. Well, y'all know me. I'm always good, man. I don't complain about too much. So we're gonna have a wonderful show tonight, though. I'm so excited, man. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Cultural Frequency, right? Here's what I want you to do before we dive in. Thank you for vibing with us. If you're getting value from these conversations, please, by all means, don't hesitate and click that link below to help us keep the vibe going, the vibe strong, keep everything going is the way we do it every time. All right. So the link on the screen will take you to our Patreon membership. There you will see different tiers you can choose from that will give you access to exclusive content, merch perks, the ability to suggest topics, and even join us on the panel for deeper members only discussions. No pressure, just support how you feel led. We appreciate every single one of you. It's a small gesture that makes a big impact, helping us keep the mics hot, vibe strong, and the culture moving forward. The link at the bottom will be shown periodically throughout this episode so that everyone gets a chance to click and subscribe. Also, we thank you all for checking in and do me a favor. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share this live with at least 5 to 10 people because our motto here on Vibe Responsibly is and will forever be you will not be out here vibing alone. So share this live and tell your people to jump in on the chat, tell us where they're from, and by all means, speak your entire mind. Now, listen, this next guest is proof that dreams don't care where you come from, they care how hard you're willing to work for them. Hailing from the small town of Hallsboro, North Carolina, this man took imagination from his backyard and turned it into a reality on the big screen. You've seen him in hit productions like the ABC and Hulu series Will Trent, the powerful Focus Features film Harriet, Apple TV Swagger, Pure Fox's Illinois Bench, and Fox Nation's Christmas at the Greenbrier. And that's not even including the countless commercials and appearances that continue to put his talent front and center. But what makes his story so powerful is the passion behind it. From childhood dreams to studying theater, film, and broadcast journalism at University of North Carolina at Pembroke, he stayed committed to the craft and believed in the vision even before the world could see it. And tonight, we get to go beyond the screen and tap into the man behind the roles, the journey, the grind, the sacrifices, and the mindset it takes to chase purpose fearlessly. So I need everybody watching, tuning in, and vibing with us tonight to put some respect and energy in the chat, put some hand claps in the chat, whatever you got to do, and show some major love for the incredibly talented Mr. Local to Global, Mr. Joshua T. Shipman. Y'all give it up, man. Come on. Wait. Where'd he go? Where's Josh at? Lord have mercy. Well, we having some technical difficulties. Did Josh go away or something? What are we doing here? Josh, I don't know what's happening, man. I'm bringing you in. Matter of fact, Josh, do me a favor. Go out and come back in. Because that's crazy. And it's so crazy, y'all. We were just saying that we have never had technical difficulties till we got Josh up here on this thing. This is wild. But he's here. Here we go. All right, let's get him back in here. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
man, I don't know what happened.
And there he
I don't know
goes.
what happened. I was backstage and I was like, "They gonna bring me back?" I don't know. Like,
He was crying.
yeah,
Oops.
yeah. It was just I was just
I
backstage.
have
I'm like,
no idea what just
I don't
happened,
see no
man.
spinning. I don't see nothing. I was like, all right, well, they'll bring me back in. So
Bro,
that
I
didn't cut everybody else
promise
off,
you,
did it?
never happened. Never
Oh
happened. This
man.
is crazy. This is crazy. My God.
It's gonna be a real good
All
show
right.
then.
So how you
Right.
doing tonight, Josh?
Man, I am great, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the intro. GL Sharp, you got that Shannon Sharp intro going on, man. I appreciate that.
All right. Hey, listen, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Hey, speak
I
that
like
thing into
this
existence,
GL
partner.
sharp.
We're gonna get there.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah,
it's
not
coming, man.
GL
Keep doing
Sharp.
it.
I'm
Keep
done.
going.
There you go. I appreciate that, brother. So tell us a little bit about your story, man. You know, I don't want to, I have an introduction, you know, I'm saying
Yeah.
I had the bio and everything, but I want to hear it from your own voice because it's one thing to read the bio, it's another to hear it from the person because the bio is our, you know, you get the short bursts of what it
Right.
may have looked like, but from you, I want to know, you know, what is your story? Tell us your story from your point of view.
Well, I mean, man, it's not much different than a bio, man. I'm from a small town, just a kid from a huge family, man. Three boys, six girls. We're all in the same house. You know, we basically vibing off each other, man. You know, just you know how siblings do, man. It's from a small town, Hallsboro, North Carolina, man. Who knew? You know what I mean? Just I caught the acting bug watching movies, watching behind the scenes. And back this was back in I'm showing my age a little bit, but this is back in the blockbuster days where my father would go and rent the cassette tapes, man, and we watch movies like Batman, and we love adventure movies. So during those times, man, it was just like my eyes, I was just kind of caught in stillness. Like my eyes were just this big, man. And I'm looking at everything like, wow, like how do they do that? Like, how do they get into this stuff? I'm gonna do this. I want to do this. You know what I mean? Just little kids, man, probably early teens, man. And I'm like, I have to do this when I grow up. Like the more movies I kept watching, the more passion I grew for the craft, man. And it's just I started out in theater, man, just kind of skipping ahead a little bit. The first thing that I found that I could act in was plays, theater plays. And again, just keeping that childhood memory where we're outside. I'm outside with my siblings, man, and we're playing and we're creating all these worlds. What you see the little kids on YouTube doing now, getting paid millions of dollars, we were doing that way back then, man, years and years and years ago.
Oh yeah.
We just didn't have a camera. That's it.
Right.
We didn't have a camera. We didn't have a phone, but man, we've been doing that type of stuff. So with our vivid imagination, man, and just our creativity, just being siblings and being outside. We weren't in front of the TV all day long, man. We were outside. So I mean, from the time we woke up in the morning to the time we got ready to eat and go to bed, we were outside playing, man, climbing trees, doing all this stuff, man, mud pies, dirt pies, all this stuff. We know we lived in the country. So we had to make up some type of activities to keep us busy, stay out of our parents' hair. You know what I mean? So, man, it was amazing, man. Just coming from that childhood, man, and being able to share those moments where we watch movies together, and that's something that always fueled me to want to get into this business, man, and into this craft. And here I am today, man. It's just like I said, it went from grade school theater to university level theater to me getting my bachelor's in mass communication, broadcast journalism, to being introduced to short films. And from there on, man, I started doing background work around Wilmington and surrounding Wilmington, North Carolina, and surrounding areas, man. And just everything, just stirring it all up in the pot, man, and just warming up the stove, man. And here I am, man, hot.
Definitely hot. When I
Yeah,
say he say his name is tagline is Mr. Local to Global. When I
that's
say
right.
this man stay booked and busy. You
Yes,
understand?
sir.
So
Yes, sir.
it's so funny that today I was scrolling on Facebook and we're gonna get into this. You don't have to get into it just now because
Yeah.
we both know the struggles of this and what we deal with in this industry.
Oh yeah.
He posted he posted something that said, Jay, they said you fell off, but I'm in a SAG Certa commercial. Rest well. When I tell you I giggled at that and I saw the commercial, I was like, that's not falling off. Though. I don't know. Who would say you would fall off? When I say we could be on a set and doing stuff and would scroll, this man is in 3 different commercials at one time. So I'm reading it like, who could say he's falling off? Like, what is the definition of falling off when you're booked and busy? That's
Right.
wild to me. Anyway, before we go into
Yeah,
the
of
first
course.
question, I always go into the chat
For
to
sure.
let everybody know where we
Yeah.
see them. Hey, Cynthia, thank you for dropping by. We
Hey,
appreciate you as always.
Cindy.
Terry says, hello, hello. I made it this time. Yes, she
Hey,
did. The last
Terry.
time Terry was up, Terry was talking to us in the video that was already recorded. She thought we were still live. That is
Oh,
hilarious.
It's
gotcha.
okay,
But
Terry. It's
yeah,
okay.
Paris, how you doing, fam? I see
Hey,
you, girl.
bestie.
I see you. I see you. I see you. The bro is in here. I see you, Derek. What's going on,
Hey,
bro? I
Renee.
appreciate you dropping by. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. First question. When you come from a small town, do you ever feel like you have to mentally escape your environment before you can physically leave it?
That is a must. That is a must. And the reason why I
Mm,
say that is a must, because you'll be amazed, man, of how many extremely talented people I know in my area from around my hometown, man, who I would ask, what is really holding you back? And they would say, well, there's nobody really around me doing what I do. Or they'd say things like, I don't have no support. Like my family don't support me. The friends don't support me. So that alone, it was like, okay, wait a minute. So that means you don't really have the mindset to go through with it yourself, because you're looking for everybody else to have that mindset for you.
Mm.
Now, granted, everybody didn't come from that, seeing, everybody didn't grow up seeing that strong father who, pretty much carried a family. Shout out to my mother as well, of course. um they didn't A lot of people didn't grow up seeing parents like that, and then just having the determination and having the self motivation instilled within them. Now, everybody didn't grow up with that, and that's perfectly fine. But just being from a small area like this, man, it's either you're going to motivate yourself to get out there beyond the four walls or beyond where you can see, or you stay stuck. You stay stuck internally. So for me, it's always trying to help those people. Like, listen, man, dude, I'm from the same area you're from. Like, my parents didn't grow up with millions of dollars. Like, my parents were very hard working individuals. They, we they made sure we wanted for nothing. And hey, you would have thought that we came from millions of dollars, because I mean, hey, I mean, again, they just worked really hard to do what they did. So I saw their, their determination and motivation to make things work. And that's definitely within me 100 times over. You know what I mean? So when I'm chasing this thing,
mm,
I'm like, I don't see or hear anything else. Like, I hear what people are saying, like, hey, you from a small town, man. You ain't gonna get far with that. They pick people for that stuff. You know what I mean? You're not in LA. You're not in New York. Man, you from Hallsburg, North Carolina. What are you really gonna do with that? You know what I mean? I hear it, but it's just like, man, I grew up, like, I don't know, during school, I was always reclusive to myself a lot. Cause it's just I never cared about what other people thought. It was like people knew me, but they didn't really know me, because I was reclusive a lot. I didn't really care about fitting in with anybody. I don't know, man. I was very defensive of myself. I was very protective of
mm,
myself. And that was just something that I grew up with. To this day, I still don't understand why I grew up with that mentality, but it truly helped me. You know what I'm saying? Coming from a small town and just having to block all the noise out and block all the doubt and block all of the naysayers and block out everything. So I don't question it anymore. You know what I mean? I don't question the fact that
mm.
I really I didn't care to fit in, man, and it was just something that really helped me along the way.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Love it, love it, love it. And sometimes you got to get out of the local mentality in order to
facts,
blossom, because some of
facts,
your people that keep you where they are, because they only know that version of you. And so when they
exactly,
only know that version of you, they don't really support that other person, because that's hard to believe. That's out of
right,
reach for them. So, it's,
straight like that.
yeah, trust me,
Yeah.
it's the craziest thing in the world.
Oh
So, my
yeah,
second question, and what kept you believing in yourself before the opportunity started showing up?
man. Just coming up through high school and just ninth grade, I was a little shy, but 10th grade, man, there's just coming out of that shyness and auditioning for a play, and the professor asking me, well, where have you been all this time? And that right
Mm.
there,
Mm,
and shout out to him, shout out to Jamie Falk, my high school chorus and theater professor. I was like, that right there let me know that, okay, I was on the right track, because he was just like, dude, where you been at? You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just getting to the high school. I'm at that time, I'm still kind of under my sister a little bit because she was, grades ahead of me or whatever. So I don't know, man. Just when I got on that stage, man, it was like I just became something else. I was out of my mind. I became whatever character that they asked me to be. I just became it. That way, like that alone showed me that okay, this is for me. I know I'm supposed to be doing this. So advancing from that starting point on to winning cameo awards for theater plays and winning, having great turnouts over a span of 5 days, over 500 people coming to see a high school play. You know what I mean? Those type of stats just kept showing up in my life after theater play, and then getting into like I said, going into the university level and getting into short films and just kind of seeing myself on camera for the first time, and just huge adjustment, coming from stage. But I was like, wow, now I'm really sold on this thing because now I'm starting to see what I saw when I was looking at behind the scenes. Now I'm starting to see how all this stuff is starting to play out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. All right, Jax, we're gonna start with you because I ain't got all the questions. I promise you I don't. Somebody gotta ask some questions around here. Go ahead.
Right.
All right, Josh. So when did acting stop feeling like a fantasy and actually started feeling real for you?
I will definitely say the first time I booked my professional paying gig, which was kind of like a shot in the dark, really. And then it wasn't really acting; it was more so modeling. Um, I saw this casting call online, saw this company, and I submitted to it. They wanted a male model. Now, this was back in the MySpace days. This was back when we all thought we were all
Right.
models. We we all
Not
thought we were
Tom.
models then back on MySpace. But ironically, I hated taking pictures, but I loved the dress. So it was like I'm using these pictures that I'm putting on MySpace, and I submitted them. And a couple months went by, and I was like, see, it kind of made me a little sad because I didn't hear anything. But next thing you know, I get an email. It's like, hey, we had to push the project back a little bit, but we would love to book you for this. Now, I'm blindsided. I don't even know what this is for. I just saw that they were paying some money. And I was like, okay, it's time for me to get my feet wet into this stuff. It's time for me to really put myself into this industry. So they hit me back. And from there on, I think I started doing modeling for City Trends. I did that for about 3 years straight. Some of the easiest money I ever made. I mean, it was awesome. It was an awesome opportunity. Shout out to CG Productions in Wilmington, North Carolina. They were the ones who got me my very first paying gig. So after that, that's when I booked my first commercial through them. And my very first
Mm.
commercial was for Car City. I don't know if anyone knows what Car City is, but I think it was like North Carolina, South Carolina, and like surrounding areas. But man, after that, it was like it was up from there.
That's
Yeah,
what's up.
yeah.
And
Mm.
growing up in North Carolina, did people understand your vision early on?
Not at all. People again, like when you're from a small place and you're doing something that's beyond the norm, and this is not to say anything bad about anybody. I mean, we all have a reality, and our reality is just that. So it's like some people are like, okay, I graduate from school, I go into the workforce. I got some people, I go get a family, I take care of this family till I die. That's some people's reality.
Right.
My reality was, hey, I'm going to get into this acting stuff. I'm going to do this acting stuff. I'm going to do this acting stuff really well. I'm going to take this craft stuff serious. I'm going to be on TV. I'm going to be on streaming apps. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. That was my reality. So what you focus on is what pretty much what your life shows up to be in most of the time. So I focused on that. I mean, amongst every other, trial and tribulation and obstacle in my life, I mean, it was something that just would not leave. So that's how I knew, despite what everybody else thought, didn't really care about it. Again, now there's that self-defense barrier that I've had all my life, not really caring what people say, I'm hearing this. I'm hearing this from close people. I'm hearing this from people who I thought were real good friends of mine. I'm hearing this from people who I thought was family. But again, people will place their doubts on you, you know, and you
Yes,
can't really argue with them.
absolutely they
You
will.
can't argue with them. Again, you gotta stay the vision, and you just have to go, just move forward. That's it. That's what I did.
Mm. All right, Keish, what you got?
All right, you spoke a little bit about support earlier.
Mhm.
So, what did support look like for you in the beginning?
In the beginning, and I will say, my family has always been awesome with supporting what I did. My family, my very close family, my sisters and my siblings, my brothers, my mom, my dad, they were always supportive of what I did. So support to me would look like leaving engagements early so they can catch my debut on TV1. Shout out to my family because they did that. My brother-in-law, leaving events early so they could catch me on TV1. Always, commenting on what I post, you know what I'm saying? Encouragement here and there. Grateful, always grateful for the support, always grateful. But I mean, the question you have to ask yourself at the end of the day is, where does the support come from within you? You have to
Mhm.
support yourself, because if you
Yeah.
you if you don't already have that support in you, you're going to be looking around like, why is nobody supporting me? And
Yeah.
again, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a rarity. I did not care. I did not care if they supported me or not. I love the fact that they did, but it didn't stop. It didn't stop me. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Mhm.
Okay. And
Mm.
were there moments where your dream felt unrealistic?
Oh yeah. Whew. They always say fame comes before the fortune, right? you
Oh,
might
yes,
be
sir.
on you might be on commercials all over the place. Now, this was back when I just started getting my feet into the door, and I started getting booked on these lower end projects where I'm making $250, but I gotta go 2.5 hours to Charlotte, or I gotta go some hours here, or I gotta go to Virginia for money that really wasn't like a lot. And I tell this story all the time. I remember driving to Charlotte. Now, I had some credit cards and stuff from college. This was well after college. So, but them things they were holding on with a few pennies on them. So, you
Hey,
know,
Josh, don't tell a story. It's gonna get
yeah,
you indicted now. Just tell a good one. Okay. You don't get
gladly,
locked up
gladly
because
those,
of our
gladly
show.
we don't have to speak on those days. We're not gonna speak on those
Okay.
days. I wasn't no
All right,
bad
go
boy.
ahead.
I ain't moved no drugs or nothing like that. But I,
Okay.
I
All
was
right.
too
I
old
just
for
want to
Hey,
them
make sure I
days.
ain't trying to
Lance.
get you indicted.
No, 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 no. We gonna keep this on a positive road. So,
Yes, sir.
I had some people around me. I could have took that pathway, but we stayed on the straight and narrow, man. So
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
yeah, man. I remember telling everybody the story, man, where I got booked for a gig in Charlotte, man, and man, I was exhausted, man. I had so much stuff going on in my life, man. I had so many transitions happening at once, man, and I'm driving to this gig, and man, I'm probably like a quarter in the drive, and I'm just thinking about, I barely have any money in my pockets. Man, I'm
Mm.
scanning these credit cards, man, and I'm talking about, man, I just teared up. I started tearing up. I ain't know where it came from. It was just,
Mm.
everything was just like, man, why the hell are you doing this? I felt like
Yeah.
I was dragging myself down.
Mm.
Honestly, this was an honest. I can't make this up, man. So, and I mean, a couple tears might have fell, and I wasn't listening to no sad music or anything. But it was just, either this was going to be my breaking point where I turn around, or whether I go do this gig and I'm done, or I'm gonna do this gig and ask what's next. And as you can see what I did. You can see what I chose now. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey guys,
Love
you
that.
asked what's
Love
next.
that. Love that.
yeah,
Yes. That's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, man. Because it's always that moment when you don't feel like it anymore and you still
man.
push through. That's when the doors just swing open, man. It's always like that for
Yes,
anybody. I can speak true to that. It's that moment. I don't know if I even got any more in the tank. And then all
facts.
of a sudden you're like, all right, I'm gonna go do this one more thing, and then that one more thing turns into 10, and you're like, oh
Yep.
my God, I'm glad I
Yep.
kept going. So
Yep.
awesome,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Awesome, awesome.
Yes, sir.
So then here's my next question. What's harder emotionally, finally getting the opportunity or surviving the uncertainty between opportunities?
Definitely surviving those quiet moments, man. Those quiet
Mm,
moments where you're like, oh my God, do I have to go get a regular job? Do I have to that going? Hey, and I've done it. I've done it several. Listen, I am not a stranger to hard work. I grew up cutting grass to get my school clothes, man. I'm not, and we had push lawnmowers. There was no riding lawnmowers. We had dead summer push lawnmowers. So, I'm not a stranger to hard work. I've been working since I was early teen. You know what I mean? Probably preteen. But yeah, man, it's definitely the faith that you have to have to survive those quiet moments. Because hey, you could get a job that paid you a little pretty penny, but if them next 3, 4, 5 months ain't looking right and you ain't really booking like you want to be booking, then it's kind of like, God, do I go back to the workforce for a little bit, or do you know, every time, man, I kid you not, every time I try to return to the work field, man, God was like, it's not for you. Be patient.
mm,
Mm.
I got you. Be patient.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to, because you're gonna go out there, you're gonna burn yourself. Now, let's be clear. I am not telling anybody to leave their job, especially not in this climate that we're in right now. This is
oof.
10 plus years of putting in work with the regular jobs. So, I'm not one of those people, quit your job, go do your dream. No, I'm not telling you to do that. But what I am saying is, yeah, every time I try to get a job, man, I promise you it didn't last no longer than a year. It couldn't, you know. God was
Mm,
like, this is not you. I'm gonna let you, since you biting your fingernails, I'm gonna let you go waste your time and your energy on this. But you got responsibilities too. You got responsibilities, so you start to worry a little bit,
yeah,
you know. And
yeah, of course.
I'm gonna let you go do this for a little bit, but understand what your calling is. Understand what you're called to do. So again, man,
Mm,
every job got side roaded real fast by acting.
mm.
Yeah,
I'm laughing because I got a follow up question, but I only have two questions, but I got a
for sure.
follow up question,
Yeah.
and you can answer this yes or no. Have you ever sat at a job and you just knew and you said to yourself, I don't feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. I feel like I'm supposed to be somewhere else.
Every time. Hell yeah. Every
Hmm.
time.
Every
You just
time.
confirmed.
Every
You just
time, man.
confirmed like a million things for me, bro. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
He
Anyway,
said every time.
my next question.
Right.
Yeah, my next
Every
question.
man, I've never had a
And
job where I felt like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Hell no, man. Nah,
yeah,
never.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
So my next
Ah.
question is, and has there ever been a moment where you questioned if the sacrifices were worth it? Because you told us about the story about the
Mhm.
trip to Charlotte.
Yeah.
Was that your, feeling as if I don't know if it's worth the moment?
Well, I feel like a lot of the times, man, when I think the pressure really gets put on you when you see the vision, you know the vision. But the real pressure comes when everyone around you is kind of, you can hear the quiet whispers. You can hear the
Mm,
why don't he just go get a regular job? Why don't he just
Mhm.
why is he doing it? You hear those things. Whether it's spoken or you pick up on it, man. It's energy. You pick up on how everyone is probably perceiving you. And that's when the real pressure comes, where you have to be not only strong minded, you have to be strong hearted, because you have to be, and strong willed, because you have to understand that this is not a journey that everybody can walk with you in, because at the end of the day, it's for you, it's not for them. So that's the
yeah.
real pressure, man. And then sometimes you can doubt it can cause you to doubt yourself, like, dang, man, maybe I need to go get this safe job, man, and live the regular life. There's nothing wrong with a regular life. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. But I promise you, man, every time that I would sit along with those thoughts, it always came back to me like, Nah, it's just not it. That's not your life. So
Mm.
yeah.
You about to go make me do something very haphazardly, Josh. I'm just letting you know. All right. So, Jax, what you got?
Don't you do nothing haphazardly right now.
Right.
All right,
Mm.
Josh. What role changed you emotionally the most?
Oh man, that's a good one. Um, Emotionally, as in like surprise, like as in like a surreal moment, or
Give me a surreal moment, or
oh,
if you have one that has changed you how you look at life from this point now from where you started.
um, so oh man, I'm glad you asked. So now I have two answers for this one. So the surreal moment, the surreal moment is when now y'all remember when I was telling y'all about the blockbuster movies, right? And I
Right.
was telling you about behind the
Mhm.
scenes. One thing that stuck with me was how they had those huge, what they call the crane shots. They called it the jib shots. Those huge
Mhm.
jib shots where they're panning down on the environment or they're doing something, right? Surreal moments when I stepped on the scene of Harriet and there's that big jib coming down. Blew my mind. It blew my mind. I'm like, this is not happening right now. But it was happening. And I was there
Mm.
to witness the manifestation in real time. That's the surreal moment. Um, Moment
Wow.
that just changed. Now, this is out of all of the projects that I've worked on in my career so far, the project that I just finished, 19 days of shooting as the lead character in Lynchburg, Virginia, all around Lynchburg, Virginia, is a movie called The Thin Place,
Okay.
which is a
Mm.
faith-based movie, and I'm the lead. So when I tell you that movie changed, when y'all, man, this movie is, it's like that. And we just finished, and
Mm.
it'll probably be coming out next summer. But man, I'm telling you right now, man, this movie not only changed me and changed the way I looked at life, my character. Now I'm not gonna tell the whole movie, but all I'm gonna say is my character.
I mean, you could tell us. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
So
ahead.
my character is forced to view life through a different lens because of certain things that just transpired in his life. So when I'm
Mm.
playing this role, matter of fact, not even before I even stepped on set, when I read the script, I was like, are they talking to me? Or like I feel like this movie was
Who's
written
looking in my window?
like who and even though myself and the main character didn't have the same profession, it was just the pursuit of this thing called a luxury life. But what is it
Mm.
that you're actually giving up that you don't
Oh,
even really know? You don't even really understand or see what you're leaving, what you're blind, what you're leaving in the dark because you're so in pursuit of the dreams, the houses, the money, the cars, all this material things, all of these material things. So that's all I can give you. But I'm telling you,
that's
I
enough
Oh,
for
know
me.
wait,
I'm
wait,
locked
what?
in.
I'm
I want to
I'm
watch
telling
it.
y'all,
Right.
I'm
This
telling
man
y'all
done
right
drew
now.
us in.
Right. I'm
Boo.
like,
I'm locked in. I want to watch it. I can't wait. I know I wrote
Listen,
it down.
I'm
right.
telling y'all, this movie is going to touch so many people.
Mm.
It's going to. I would not be surprised if because this was an indie film, but like I said, it's a faith-based film. 19 days of filming. I would not be surprised if this movie makes it to the theaters.
We
Wow.
heard about it here first.
You heard it
Okay,
here
we're
Right.
gonna
first.
we gonna
You
be
You
heard
heard
it.
it
watching.
The
here
thin
first.
We're gonna
place.
be watching
The thin, yeah, and you can
the
go on my
thin
page,
plate.
man. Like I just, matter of fact, I got tagged by my co-star, who was an amazing actress.
Mhm.
She's in it as well, and then she just tagged me. So if you go on my page, you can follow that rabbit hole, man. We have the thinplacemovie.com. You can go check it out. You can go check it out.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
All
follow
right.
it
Y'all
on
heard it here first.
Instagram,
The
Facebook, all of that.
thinplay.com. Check it out,
The
y'all.
thin place dot the
Mm. All right.
thinplacemovie.com. Yeah.
Oh, the thinplacemovie.com. Okay. I
Yes.
love it. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. All right, Jax. I know you got another one
I got
somewhere.
one more. And what do people glamorize about acting most that isn't true?
The fame that appears to come from it all. The
Mm.
perception that you're gonna make a ton of money. I'm not saying, listen, we've all seen that is there, right?
Right.
But it's not is here's the money. Here's the money. Here's you. And you want to pursue this dream, but some people think it's
Oh, ain't no elevator to the
no,
top,
no, 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 no. It's
There's a couple
and ain't no
stairs
straight
leading
you're
line
up
to
gonna
to
be
the
up,
that.
top.
you're gonna be up here for a while, you're gonna be down here for a longer while. You might get up here, then you're gonna fall back down, you're gonna come back this way. See, that's what they don't see. They fantasize about the fame and the fortune of it all, but it's like, people, if you really understood this craft, the real level, there's so many levels of this game. It's so many levels. And when people might see me booking work and doing all stuff, like, man, how in the world is he doing this stuff? Like, what is he doing? Like, listen, I did not grow up with mentors in this game. I did not have anybody to show me the way. I had to get through these trials and tribulations. I literally had to find my way into this thing myself. So therefore, I appreciated the craft much more. So when you see me in class, it's not a surprise. When you see me at workshops, it's not a surprise. Like, my career will reflect what I'm doing. So if it to any actors and actresses out there who want to pursue this thing, like, I promise you, the more work you put into the craft is what it's going to show a reflection. If you think you're just going to come into this thing and get seen in a Tubi movie, and you think hey, listen, I give you all the respect in the world, but it's not how it works. I have to tell you that. It's
Mm.
not how it works. You really have to know, first and foremost, you have to know that if you're in this thing just for the fame and the fortune of it all, I promise you, you probably feel much more comfortable with a 9 to 5. Just being honest. Because if you're not patient, determined, strong-willed, if you don't know how to block out noise, if you're a people pleaser, you might as well just go get a regular job. Honestly.
Mhm.
That's some good advice.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's straight like that.
Mm.
All
All right,
right.
Keith,
So
it's on
you
you.
already told us that the surreal set,
Mm.
what happened on set that was surreal to you. But
Yeah.
what was one thing that somebody told you on the set that stands out to you to this day?
Whew. Another good one. Okay. So, if you all are following my page, I actually had an amazing God-given blessing to be a part of a Lifetime movie that the trailer and everything was just released. It comes out June 6th, and it's called Thou Shalt Not Commit Adultery. I can't tell you my scene. I can't tell
Mm.
you who was on the scene with. All I can say is that a prominent actor, after we did our scene,
Write
which
this
was
down.
very intense scene, he comes up to me at the end of it, shakes my hand, and he kind of leans in and like, "Hey, you got something, man. Keep going." That was it. That was
Thou
that
shalt
was
not commit adultery. Got it.
Mm.
that. Thou shalt not.
Got it.
June 6th. Thou shalt
June
not
6th.
commit adultery. Lifetime,
I'm writing
lifetime
everything
original,
down.
Right.
lifetime
Mm,
original movie.
that's my
Yes.
spot on Sunday. Yes. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll be
All
watching.
right.
I'm
I
writing.
think it's at 8 p.m. I think Lifetime movie 8 p.m. January, and I'll share it again. You'll see it all over my page. I'll probably make another promo for it
It
soon,
could be
but
3 p.m. We gonna watch it. I
yeah,
promise you
yeah,
that.
got to, man, got to, dude,
Yeah.
got to,
Yeah.
man.
Make sure
I,
I
All
I
write
right.
would
all the.
appreciate it a
Ooh-wee.
lot. Yes,
Mm.
yeah,
I'm
All right.
writing. I got my
I'm
notes.
I'm definitely watching
okay,
Lifetime. Yeah,
bet,
that's like my favorite.
appreciate that.
All right. My next question. And what was it like being on production with on Harriet and Will Trent?
Oh man, I think I made a post about it after the Will Trent one, because that one was matter of fact, I shot that one and the Lifetime movie amongst some other great things last year. So everything's starting to come out this year. But just watching Will Trent, man, and watching Real Trent and all of the characters and the cast and everybody on that show, and then stepping onto that line and stepping into those
Mhm.
scenes and just it's I mean it's like a kid in a candy shop. It's like I cannot believe I'm here. I can't till this day I cannot believe that I'm here. It was almost I didn't doubt myself because I know I worked hard to get here.
Mhm.
So I know I deserve it, but it's just
Mm.
like this is unreal. And again, it was just one of those moments that's like, and then just seeing how everything looks when the final product comes out, and it's just like, man, this is it's mind blowing. It's a dream. This is why they call it a dream, because when you get on there,
Mhm.
it's like I don't know if I'm dreaming right now, or I don't know if I'm in real life. Like it's really like that. Yeah,
That's
Wow.
what's up.
Okay.
yeah,
All right. So I got some rapid fire questions. You can answer real quick. We're
sure.
gonna get into some more questions. So, funniest on
Sure.
set moment.
uh oh man. Funniest
Boy, you got
onset
short.
oh, okay, so this recently. One of my funniest onset moments is having to do a really intense scene that I was not mentally prepared for at first. And so I'm
Ah.
laughing to myself like, how the f- are we about to do this? Like, I don't know how this is about to go. I don't know if I'm about to get hurt or if I don't know if this is going to look right. But thank God for professionals and tactical training, and all that stuff on set on the day of. Because I'm like,
Mm.
bro, I ain't do all of this in no audition. So, but that's where adaptability comes into play. You have to be able to adapt
Mm.
because, man, I don't know too many other people who would have done that scene and would have just walked up out of there with adrenaline on 1,000. Most people would have been like, "Hey, bro, I don't know if I can do this." Like, I don't know. So,
Okay.
but that was it. That was one of the funniest moments that I can think of. I know there's probably tons more, but that was just one because and that's a real moment because I'm like, and they're telling us to stretch and do all this stuff. I'm like, man, what is we about to do? I thought we supposed to be going from A to B, and that's what a scene happened now. Nah, we're not doing that. You about to do this.
You
You about to
Right
run
now.
this. You about to do this. You about to do that. I said, oh my
yo,
God, man. So, yeah, but
I
dude,
couldn't imagine being somewhere you supposed to be doing something real relaxed. Like, all right, everybody stretch.
And you
right.
like,
What?
wait.
They're like,
What
who?
are we about to
Y'all,
do?
hey, they putting out pads and they pulling out mats. I was like, hold up, bro. Come on, man. Listen, I'm
Jackie
glad I
Chan come
ain't
out the
eat,
back. Y'all don't know what's going on.
dude. Man, listen, I'm glad I did not eat heavy before that scene. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, you know what?
Ooh-wee.
For
All right,
real,
I
like
got another
serious.
rapid fire one. Have you ever forgotten any lines?
Oh yeah, tons of times, man. But you know, the funny thing is, man, I this okay. Now I can't really recall where I've forgotten a line on set. I mean, that it happens, man. I mean, it happens all the time. That's excuse me. That's why I'm kind of glad that film is much different in theater. But a funny moment that I had in theater, I was doing a play. I was doing the Crucible. Matter of fact, 90 pages of dialogue, and I am the lead, of course. Yeah. So, man, I'm talking about. I almost dehydrated myself trying to prepare for this scene. Not that that was intentional. On the night of, I guess you could say, the night of the show, I we had to say the Ten Commandments. Now, naturally, this character was not supposed to know the Ten Commandments. He kind of knew the gist of them, but I'm just saying my lines, and all of a sudden my mind just goes blank. And I'm on stage in front of probably hundreds of people, and I'm just kind of pacing back and forth, like, oh, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. And then it just comes back to me. And they're like, oh, he was trying to think of the Ten Commandments. Okay. If that's what you say, but I forgot my lines. But okay, if how it looked to you, if it looked that way to you, okay, cool. But yeah, like um on set, yeah, man, I definitely have slipped up lines or maybe have forgotten lines here and there. It happens. Yeah.
Okay, got you. If Hollywood called tonight and said you could play any character ever created, who you choosing?
Oh man, either I would say either a lead detective in a series or oh man, something very something professional like some a professional career like a doctor or something reserved because that I tend to get roles like that a lot. So I, yeah, I like that. I like that.
We're gonna call that in
I
existence
like
right
that.
there. We're gonna
Hey,
call that into existence.
speak
Yeah,
that into
yeah,
existence.
we're gonna call that into
Yes,
existence
sir.
right now. Yes,
They
Yes,
just
sir.
put
sir.
you on my
Right
shoulders. I
now.
like Cross. You can go and get up with Cross.
Yeah.
Cross. You and Cross can be
Hmm.
things.
That listen, I love that show. I love that show. Yeah, something like that. I I I can definitely see myself in
Cross.
something like that for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna, hey, speaking into existence, we got Law and Order and Cross. We're gonna make it
Yes,
Facts.
happen.
Right.
both,
It's coming.
both.
It's
We got
coming,
who I
man.
need to call. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They are
So
right now. They're trying to figure out how to get in contact with me. It's gonna happen.
You know what?
Yes,
That's a good one.
that's
They
right.
trying to
absolutely.
figure
Your
out how to
name is
get in
already being
contact
spoken
with
in the
me.
room.
That's
All
right.
right. That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
right.
Yep.
That's right. Because they're gonna watch the thin place and they're gonna
Oh yeah.
watch
Oh
thou
man,
shalt
listen.
not commit adultery. And that's what's gonna do it.
Yes, sir.
Watch. Then you're
Yes,
gonna be like,
sir.
you never. And listen, what happened? I'm gonna get a Facebook message. Watch. They're gonna be like, bro, you did it. No, I didn't do it. You did it. All I did was speak on it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Hey, shout
Yes.
out
So,
to God, man.
how do you protect your real self? How do you protect your real self from getting lost in the version people consume online? Because we're all on Instagram and Facebook and all these different places.
Mm.
So, and I know you personally. So I
Yeah.
know that what you post is you, but how do you
Right.
protect your real self from getting lost in that version that people just consume on your pages?
Well, I'm always a silly person, man. Believe it or not, I'm silly, but I maintain that balance of seriousness and silly. I mean, I have a 9-year-old son, man. I can't be serious all the time. You know what I mean? But the funny thing is, and I'm glad you asked that question, man, because I really don't post a lot of my personal self online. But
Mhm.
anybody who knows, man, anybody who has run into me to this day, man, will tell you that the dude is the most chill person you ever meet. I'm not. Here's the thing,
Facts.
man. Here's the thing. This is a job to me. This is my job. It's just like when you get up in the morning and you go to work or whatever you do for work. It's a job. So if I'm working at McDonald's or if I'm working at any type of big job, Fortune 500 company, whatever the case, I don't I'm not the spokesperson of that job. People know what I do, but it's like I don't go around. Yeah, I'm an actor. You can't talk to me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So and I get when people say, oh no, people who do a lot of stuff, or if other people consider them celebrities. Because see, I don't. Now you notice I said when other people consider you a
Mhm.
celebrity or whatever. I'm not like I don't assume that title only because again it's just this is my job, this is my career. Now if other people want to call me a celebrity, that's cool. I'm not gonna. Hey, I'm not gonna. It is what it is. If you see me in that light, I appreciate it. But it's not the road that I go around and assume, and I don't you don't try to make people feel uncomfortable and crazy stuff like that. It's just it's ridiculous to me. So I'm
Mhm.
very much so a real person, man. I just don't post a lot of my personal life on social media because I just don't see the point of it. But my social media is for people to follow my work. You follow my work, you can get closer to knowing who I am as a person when you follow my work, and you might contact me or you might have a question to ask me. That's cool. I'm always open to people asking me questions or whatever because I get them all the time. So yeah, that's how I
Yeah.
separate
Very
those two.
humble person.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, very humble person, man.
yeah,
Always been that way since I've
yeah.
known him to the point where I think him and I had just gotten to know each other
Mhm.
in person and on social media. And
Yeah.
we had a situation where I had to actually curse somebody out on social media for him. I don't know if you remember that. We'll talk about that later. It was
Oh.
somebody that was just like throwing random, remember?
Well, wait a minute.
And he
Do
was
I
like,
remember
yo,
this?
I'm gonna tell you about it, not on here, but I'm gonna tell you, but you was like, yo, G, that person is
Oh, I
crazy.
gotta hear this.
And they're
Oh man,
always sending me messages. Yeah, well,
oh,
I will get back to
I
right.
think I do
And I
remember
was just
this.
like, who is this? I was like, who is this? Because they're asking
Yo, I
me
know
about
exactly.
you.
Yeah,
And I went smooth off. And I'm like, nah, you're not about to do that. Because this dude is way too chill, way too humble. And
I
he
know
was just
exactly what
like,
you're talking about.
yeah, man, something's wrong. Yeah. Yeah, something's wrong with this one. It was wild. I mean, just
Oh,
it
evidently
was
there was something wrong with that one because anybody could tell you
no,
something was a little backwards with that one. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. A little bad was all it like that. That was crazy. But
Yeah,
do you
that's
think social
crazy.
media rewards authenticity or performance?
Performance, man. Definitely performance because yeah, a lot of people may say they want authenticity, man, but people like to be entertained. So you have to think about that one for a
Yeah.
second. You have to think about that. Are you really trying to do you really want me to be authentic or do you want me to authentically make a fool of myself and that makes you feel like you know me? Because I ain't gonna lie,
Mm.
a lot of times people will get up there and they will embarrass themselves all for the sake of being authentic.
See.
And I don't believe in
Just
that.
to go viral.
I don't believe in that, man. I'm sorry. I mean, how what you believe in is what you believe in, but I don't believe in always putting yourself out there because here's my theory at the end of the day. Yes, we all go through things, but why am I giving more energy to bad things that have happened or are happening in my life if they were at the moment instead of giving you a story of how I overcame these things and what I've come to by
That
overcoming these things?
that
Why
part.
would I give you another
Yes.
sad? Why would I give you another sob story when you're going through something versus giving you my shining moments that hey, this is what you can get to when you
That part.
don't pay attention to the negative things that happen to you in your life.
Yes.
That's just my mindset.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna say this at that right there, what you just said needed to be said for all
yeah,
purposes, and
yeah,
my co-hosts know why
yeah,
it needed to be said. I'm gonna go to the chat and I'm gonna
yeah.
say, Helen or Helene said
Facts.
everybody cannot break
That's
bread
my
at your table.
mommy.
You are not lying, ma'am.
Yeah, there
That's
you go.
That's who.
mommy. Hi,
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta read that differently. Give me 1 second. Let me put that back up there.
He was like, "Who?"
No, no, no. Hold on, because I said I was gonna read it differently when Mama came in. Hey,
Right, right.
baby, everybody can't break bread at your table now. That's how Mama talk. I gotta say it like that.
mommy. No.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
that's facts
Mama, how
though.
you doing?
But that's facts
How
though, man.
you
I
doing,
mean,
Mama?
and
It is. It is.
not everybody's gonna have the same mindset, man. I mean, and that's completely that's
Yeah.
cool, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, totally agree. All right, Jax, what you got, girl?
Now, you told us you separate your real life from
Mhm,
your social media life, and you really focus your social media life on your acting, and
mhm.
so that people can see what you're doing and they can
All the
follow your
time.
projects. What's the difference between, other than the silly persona that you just explained to us, what's the difference between real Josh and online Josh?
The real Josh is a not is a 38-year-old man who has a 9-year-old, and that's where my main interest is every single day, 24/7. No matter where I am, my son is that's my focus. That's the real Joshua.
Mm,
Now, when them bookings come in, my son knows, hey, daddy got to go to work. Daddy got to do this.
Mhm.
But I'm always making sure my son is in line. I'm always making sure that my life is aligned and the family is cool and family is straight so we can get this thing done and we can continue to go higher with this thing. You know what I'm saying? But that's the real Joshua. On social media, again, you get my work, you get, I'm a business person. This is what I do. This is my career. This is my plan B, my plan A. This is what I do. So it's never gonna if you see me doing something if you see me doing something else on social media, it's probably AI. It's probably not me. So, but
It
not
wasn't
the
me.
deep fake.
yeah, but
It It wasn't me.
It's probably a deep fake, man. It ain't me. But nah,
Got you.
all jokes aside, man. Nah, man. That for real, man. Like that is what my focus on, man. I'm serious about him always knowing that I am in his life from the moment he wakes up to the moment he closes his eyes to go to sleep. My son is with me. I'm a single father, so it's just like, hey, this is what I do. That and most people probably, well, I know a lot of people know that now, but most people probably don't.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah.
And are there any pressures that you feel affect you to stay visible online?
No, here's the thing, man. And I'm man, y'all, where y'all get these questions from, man? This is
Hey
listen.
man, you
No,
asked
no,
first
no,
of all, first of all, you in our business, and I don't like that. Just answer
no. Hey,
questions, Josh. Okay.
no lie, man. These are some of the best questions I've heard in any interview. I'm not lying. I'm not trying. No, no. Like as a kid, say no cap, no cap.
Hey,
I'm being
this is
serious.
what
Like,
we do, baby. This
hey,
is what we do. But go.
so the reason why I don't feel pressure to continue to be seen because it's exhausting. It gets exhausting.
Yeah.
This is why people are stressed out all the time. This is why people are. See, I growing up. I learned from seeing other people mess up. That's a big wave. That's how I learned. I'm not perfect. Nobody is, but I learned just by watching other people go through certain things. And that's one of the things when you get on here and you seeing all of the stress and the um you're seeing people mentally decline because nobody's engaging with them on a daily basis. That's why they say social media is not healthy,
Right.
because you've already lost a sight of real life. Now it's like
Yup.
you're living for the applause. And when you live for the applause, what? You die by the booze. So I do not care. Listen, man, I might like the only reason why I've been posting a lot is because, like I said, man, last year I put in so much work. So everything that's coming out, you're gonna see it because I put in so
Facts.
much work, man. And I
Yeah.
traveled from Atlanta to Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, in between. Man, listen, I probably gone pretty much Florida, everywhere, man. So, you know,
Mm.
you're going to see the things that I've worked on. And of course, man, here's my thing. When you are blessed and chosen for something, you never have to fight to be seen. God is going to show you when he has to. He's going to
That part.
show you
Come
when
on,
it's
brother.
your time, man. I'm telling you,
Mhm.
this is real. You might feel
Yes.
like ain't nobody watching me, ain't nobody watching me. Man, I just had a prominent casting director literally email my agent to tell me personally that over the last few years they've watched me continue to grow and they finally booked me on Will Train. That's
Come
why I
on
don't care
now.
about being I'm if when you're being seen by the right people, that's what matters. you
Yes.
can you can get out here and try to be seen by everybody and stress yourself out and you get depressed about all this stuff, man. God is going to reveal me to the world when it's my time. It's just that
That part.
simple.
Yes, that part.
That
Mm.
simple.
Mm-mm-mm.
Pass the plate.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Keys, what you think?
All right. So speaking of social media,
Mhm.
how do you feel social media is it helping or hurting creatives?
Oh, well, um who was that, man, recently posted about this? Was it Kevin Hart? Somebody, one of those guys said that they felt like the streamers are starting to mess up, a lot of the capital when it
Mm.
comes to like the real movies and TV shows and stuff, because it's like, well, dang, all I got to do is get a phone and create a vertical series on my phone. And, hey, I'm gonna blow up basically because this vertical thing is
Mm-hmm.
going through the roof right now. So, um, me personally, again, I'm at that crossroad where it's like it can help you and it can also help you. It hurts you. Excuse me. I feel like it's just moderation. I feel like it's just moderation. It's just like horrible food. We all don't eat the way we're supposed to eat. So it's just kind of like, you know, when it's all about moderation. You know what I mean? If social media is supposed to be a tool to help you in your journey, but it's not
Yes.
supposed to be your end all be all. So if it's helping you, hey, so be it. But if it's not, then I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll start to see the repercussions from it for sure. So
Mm.
yeah.
Okay. And how important is it to you to protect your identity from public perception?
At the end of the day, people gonna think what they want, you know. Hey,
Pretty much.
listen, unless I'm out here doing all these wild rants and cursing people out on the internet and one thing two things I stay away from. I stay away from politics and I stay away from religion online. I don't even post about personal stuff at all anyway. So it's just kind of like if I know you, then we're gonna talk outside of this thing. We're not gonna have the cameras in our faces and you know, we're not doing all of this. We're talking one on one, you know what I mean? So that's where you get to know the real me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You can see what I post, and you might. I'm pretty sure plenty of people probably say this dude, how he's just bragging all the time about what he does. He's just doing it. You know, I'm pretty sure there has been people out there. I mean, listen, man, your light is going to aggravate people who are just they're not ready for it.
Yes.
Your light is going to aggravate people who are not ready for it. They're either going to be inspired by you or they're going to be intimidated. There's no in
Yeah.
between.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah,
I love it.
Like I
I'm going to the
said, pass the
chat real
plate.
quick.
yeah.
Yep, Pat's plate. I'm going to go to the chat real quick. Mama said, "Stay humble, baby.
Oh, for sure.
Stay humble, baby."
Yes,
That's what
ma'am.
Mama said.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, ma'am. Definitely.
And K Simone, she always doing this. Come on, Bishop. Now she calling you a bishop. Now that, I ain't say nothing. So you done got out there and it ain't me
Hey,
this time. Thank you. Pass
hey,
that
listen.
plate.
It's
Double
called
double stand.
favor.
Mama
Hey,
said, "Bet it's called favor."
listen.
Yep.
I did play a
Go ahead.
pastor.
What'd you say, Josh?
I said I did play a pastor. Double
Oh,
Standards 1 and 2, which is out now on Amazon Prime, Tubi, whatever. Double Standards 1 and 2. Go check it out. I did pay. I played a pastor,
double
man.
standards 1 and 2.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Double
Yeah,
standards 1 and 2. That's the third one he done told us to check out. Y'all better get out there
yeah.
and check it out.
Hey,
K
it's a lot
Simone
of them, man.
says it's a tool, and what you do with it mixed with your heart and your integrity is what matters. I
Absolutely.
That's
agree.
it.
That's right.
That's it.
And social media boundaries are a must.
Yes,
Amen.
Yeah.
all times, at all
Mhm.
time.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
all right. So, my next question is what's something you've had? And this one, Josh,
Mhm.
you can say pass or you can answer. And I don't mind if you pass on this one.
Cool, cool.
What's something you had to heal from privately while still showing up publicly with confidence?
Man, just transitions, man. Transitions in life, dude. Like
Okay.
before I even got into this thing heavy, when I was still doing theater plays, man, I mean, dude, coming into fatherhood, leaving a horrible
Mm,
relationship, man, things that could have really railroaded me. You know what I'm saying? Things that could have really set me on the sidelines. Um, Losing my father, uh, losing a brother, um,
Mm.
and all, just
mm,
natural illnesses and stuff, man. But a lot, man. I mean, dude, I'm telling you right now, man,
yeah.
I was talking to one of my homeboys one time, man, after my brother passed, and he was like, dude, I don't know if you hiding this stuff or I don't know if you just really one of the most strongest people I've ever seen. And it to me, in all honesty, man, it's just like, nah, I'm not going, listen, I don't want to crash out unexpectedly. No. My prayer game is on 1,000, man. Not saying that's the only thing, because I know somebody out there gonna say, but no, I'm good. I keep myself centered. I work out 3 times a week, man. I keep my health up. I'm on my sea moss. I'm on all this stuff, man. I do, I do the natural herbs and stuff, man, and stuff like that. I keep myself in check. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, transitions, man. Transitions can either that man, dude, they're either gonna help you become a stronger person, or are they gonna take you out of here, man? I'm telling you, you have to be,
Mm,
especially when you're doing, especially when you're in this game, man, because everything seems to be so uncertain. So
Yeah.
it is very important for you to center yourself at all times, man, and go outside and ground, man. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know what that means, go outside, let your bare feet touch the ground for some about 30 minutes a day. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Do stuff like that, man, and just center yourself, man. But in all honesty, man, what helps me through a lot of this stuff is just seeing my son, man. Honestly, it's just looking
mm,
at him and like, dude, I his dad is really an actor. His dad is really on TV. His dad is really so much of this stuff, man. At the end of the day, I'm here for him. Forget all this other stuff. I am here for him, man, and that's what helps me through all of this stuff. Yeah,
mm. Love it. Love it.
yeah.
K Simone says the strength to keep showing up.
Period.
Yes.
That's
That's
it.
it. Just got to keep showing up,
You
regardless
just
of
got to
what it
keep
is.
showing
Just
up, man.
keep showing up.
And I
Yeah.
know it's easier said than done, but man, you only have yourself at the end of the day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
unless you got a twin. I, you know,
Man, I could. Ooh,
but
if I'd have had a twin, it'd be horrible. But
but for real, seriously,
yeah,
man, at the end
the
of the day,
go ahead.
you only have yourself, man. So it's like you just
Yeah,
have to keep showing up. Yeah.
yeah, that's it. Because motivation ain't always gonna be there, but discipline has to be. Just
Yes.
got to keep showing up. That's
Facts.
it. That's it. So, and my next question is: in moments of self doubt, what conversation do you have with yourself?
Get it together, man. Get it together. Get it together. Go journal. Go write. Go to the gym. Look at your son. Why are you doing this stuff? Why are you what are you why are you focused on what you're focused on? You have to have a why.
Mm.
Yeah.
So when you have
Oh
that
yeah.
why, when you have that solid foundation and you have that solid why, that's that I really have to tell myself this, look, dude, okay, man, yeah, work is not going as steady as we wanted to go, and it's life, man. Don't you can't get depressed about this stuff. You have to have that unwavering faith, and you just got to keep moving. That's it.
Hmm.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jax, what you got?
So, in speaking of all of this, how have friendships and relationships changed since you became an actor?
I'd like to say every
Obviously, been.
I'd like to say everybody just grew up, and you know what I'm saying, sometimes people get
Hmm.
lost in life. I would like to say that.
You know
I
that
don't
ain't
know.
necessarily true.
I do have really good people who've been in my corner for over 10 years. I do. You know, plus, of course we got the family there. Friends, I got a very few. I've never really been that type of person who was, you know, wanting all of these friends. I That's just never been me. So it's like if I come off as that, to certain people, if I come off as that type, it's just that no, I'm not really guarded a lot. It's just that you have to show me over time. Time tells all, and of course we're gonna do things in life where some of us are up, some of us are down. All of us are up, then all of us are down. Like it happens. That's when you really see who's really who. So
Yeah.
uh I'd like to say sometimes life has taken its toll on certain people and things have just kind of separated. But like I have friends right now who, like I said, some of my very few friends who, these guys, they got families, they're married, they got kids, they're new fathers, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like this. And I may not talk to these guys for half a year, but when we talk, it is like we just talked yesterday.
Yesterday. Yep.
Hmm.
I got a
So
best
that's a
friend
deep.
right now, you know, lives 2.5 hours away from me. We all see each other around the holidays every year. Never fails. Every year. So we may not talk to each other throughout the year. That's the moments we catch up and see what's really going on. I don't sweat it, man. I mean, because again, man, everybody has their own life. They show support when they see me in person, man. This everything don't have to be an online approval. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
Long as you there to show me that love and appreciation in person, man, it is what it is.
That's all that matters.
So
There you
yeah,
go. Love that.
yeah.
We were talking about staying grounded and being grounded. How do you stay grounded while you evolve?
Um, just knowing that this is it's not my as Denzel Washington said, this is a gift by God. It's not mine. It was given
Mm,
to me. Those verbatim, not verbatim his words, but very close. But yeah, that's one thing that keeps me in check. Like, dude, you could be here today, and when you start getting ahead of yourself, hey, you could be at McDonald's tomorrow.
Yes.
So that's one thing I keep in mind. Like, and again, I'm not really that type of person that uses my profession as a mask. I'm a true human being through and through every day. So for those who know me, now I'm very quiet. I'm very to myself a lot. You know what I mean? But again, man, when you're talking to me and I can have long conversations, man, with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just how I get down. So I stay grounded just by knowing it's just a God given gift. It could be here, gone the next day. So again, I never allow that to change who I am as a person. So yeah.
I get it. Cherish the gift. We just talked about taking losses and
Mhm.
doing these losses while you were in the middle of your career.
Mhm.
How hard has it been for you to heal privately while still performing for others publicly?
Man, just one thing is just always being here, just always being around and being here for my mother, who is lost her husband and a son. So that's one thing that keeps me um in good mindset. You know what I'm saying, and in good standing mentally. And like I said, prayerful, morning, sometimes noon and night. You know what I'm saying? But always starting and finishing my day with that. Always.
Midnight hour.
If things seem off, always I have to go to that quiet space. Whenever I drop my son off at school, I come home sometimes and just sit in solitude. I just sit in complete silence. Whether we're drinking my tea, whatever. I'm just in silence before I even touch my phone. Sometimes I'm just, if I got to say that prayer to keep me going through that morning, through that day, this is what I do. So I'm not a super religious. You know what I mean? Like, I was raised Jehovah's Witness most of my life. So I just pray to Jehovah and just keep going. Yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah.
Keish, what you got?
Okay. Do you ever have moments where you feel or felt misunderstood?
Oh, we. Yes, I have. Give me just a second. I think my phone is dying. Give me just a second. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh Lord, we done reached the segment of the show where we
We
done lost our guests. We done lost our guest, y'all. He got
Y'all
to
be
go
right.
find a
Oh my
charger.
gosh.
I
He
am.
got to go
I
You're
find a
will.
right.
charger.
You don't need to. You know what? The world couldn't handle two of you. The world couldn't do two of
No, they
you.
right, talk about
couldn't.
One of
twins.
I
you
know that
is
for a fact.
one of you is most definitely
I
a handful.
please know I understand it. I could never
All
have
right.
one.
I'm
So
back.
Case says, okay, she says shrink Cuba. She said she could use a clone. That's what she said when we were talking about twins. Case said she could use a clone, and
No, you
sometimes
can't. No, you
you gotta
can't. No,
curse
you
yourself.
can't.
She can't use a clone. And
You
sometimes you
can't
gotta
just do
curse
what you
yourself
do
out.
though.
That's what she said. Mama says, and remember, baby, always love yourself. Right. I'm gonna keep saying talking like that too. That's how mama. I ain't never heard mama talk, but I swear,
You're
I did
right.
hear mama
You're
talk,
right.
but
You
I
ain't
got it
never
right.
heard my mama talk.
She
Lord.
sounded like that. She did. I think you know what? I think we lost Josh.
Oh no.
It's just empty up
Josh.
there.
He
Josh,
says,
where'd you go? You
Josh.
gotta come back in. Come to the light, Caroline. Yep, I told you.
This joker said, "Come to the light, Caroline." And
Come
one
to
of
the
the
light,
biggest. What do
Caroline.
we
He'll be
say?
back.
What do we say? We don't do
What's
what? Come to the light,
We don't
Caroline.
slap box with
Right.
Jesus. That's what we
And we
don't
don't
do.
do spirits. Talking about come to the
Exactly.
light,
We
Oh, we
don't,
period.
definitely don't do spirits.
because
Definitely
ain't
don't do
nobody
Come
going
to
to
spirits.
the
the
So I
light,
light.
think we're gonna
period.
wait for Josh
There
to
we
come
go.
back in. I think we completely. But what I will say about him, and this is the first time because I've had conversations before, but this is the first time I've heard him speak so heavily about his faith, which is pretty dope, man. To hear somebody go into that solitude and that quiet space when things go, or not going wrong, but it just seems like, there's some troubled water. And to
Hmm.
hear, my brother say, man, listen, sometimes I just gotta, go into solitude, talk to God, because,
Secret
things
place.
sometimes ain't right. Gotta go to that secret place. So yeah. Yeah. All right, Josh. We got more questions, man. Where you go?
Thank you.
And that's what I was saying
Come
too, like
on,
about,
Josh.
like remember when we was having a podcast before, it was one of the questions about, do we feel like, like people, are spiritual? And I'm like, they do,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Like they just may not talk about it, but it's a lot of people that are
Right.
spiritual.
I
Oh
think a
yeah.
lot of us get used to
Oh
it
yeah.
looking like or being what we're used to or your own exposure. So of course, if it's not what you look like, it's foreign to you, like, oh well, that's not spirituality. When in most cases, we're along the same lines, we're doing the same things, we just may not do it in the exact same manners. You may not pray like
Yes.
I pray.
Yeah.
You may not get up, you may not do it how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody has the
Yeah.
method to
And
connection.
right. And a lot of people, because of how society is right now, they've gotten away from, doing it publicly because
Right.
it's frowned
Yeah.
upon in some way. You know what I'm saying? So, but for him to get up here and say, "Hey, this is who I am. This is how I go through life, and hey, this is me," and I can appreciate that a lot. And we have him back.
Oh, there we go.
All right, there
Welcome
you
back.
go.
Welcome
Hey,
Hey,
that was a quick. Hey, that was a quick commercial
Brief
break,
intermission.
y'all. Thank
it was good.
y'all
Yeah,
for the
I was gonna
commercial
actually go
break. We're
into a
back now.
commercial, but I was like,
Yeah.
because we have commercial, breaks. But I said, nah, he's gonna be back soon. You know what I'm saying? So
All
it's
right,
all
man. We
right.
back now.
So Keisha,
Cool, cool,
go
cool.
ahead. So
Yeah.
did you finish the last question, or Keisha, you were in the middle of it?
Yeah, he was answering that the first question when I asked him,
Okay,
have you
give him the
ever had
question again.
moments where you felt or feel misunderstood?
Oh, huh, all the time. I think it's because people try to figure me out. As a person, like I said, I'm very I'm like my father was. My father was he was a very quiet, observant individual. He didn't. I mean, if he knows you, he knows you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like yeah, he would have conversations for hours. But if he didn't know you, know what I'm saying? Again, very observant, very quiet. I think a lot of people misunderstand me because I'm not always trying to fit in. And I never cared to fit in with anybody. I've been that way since high school. So it's not that, well, I don't know you, so I'm not gonna really go near you. Nah, it's not really that per se. It's just that I don't know. I just mind my business. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not, and again, like being a father, it just makes me more aware of a lot of things. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to be on every set. I mean, as in like I'm not trying to be a part of every gathering. I'm not trying to be here and there all the time because it's just not for me. But so I think a lot of people misunderstand me. They may think that I feel like I'm too good for people or whatever. You know how that is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you too good for people. You can't da 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 da. Da. You know that I'm like, man, look, we're grown. You know what I'm saying? We're grown people. Again, I'm just I'm very observant. I'm very reclusive in a lot of different ways. If it's not business or if it's not me, doing work or networking or anything like that, I'm not out. I'm home with my son, especially on school days. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is with me. Like if you want to get to know me, it will happen eventually. But it's just like I'm not that type of person. Hey, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even reach out to family and friends like that a lot. I really don't, and it's nothing personal. It's just that, and yeah, I should get better at that. But at the end of the day, again, it's just like I'm so, just sometimes you just have to give yourself a break. So you don't want to be too overwhelmed with life and society and socials and all that. Sometimes you just give yourself a break. You sit back and you just chill. You know what I mean? Um, when I'm on set, yeah, we can talk, but we're there for work. We're there for a purpose, and we're there to get this work done. So that's what I am gonna do. Am I gonna laugh and joke? Yeah, of course. I don't want to be one of those people who just screw face the whole time. Like I don't know why I'm there. I know why I'm there. I know, we all got to get together and make this thing work and get the job done. But at the end of the day, it's just like after that, all right, y'all. I might see you, I might not. I don't know. That's just what it is.
Okay, so my next question is, how hard has it been losing people while you evolve?
Uh, it is hard. I mean, apparently it is. It's a difficult thing, but it's like you have to be strong minded. Not only for I don't want to fall apart for the sake of my mother first and foremost. Because in all honesty, I feel like I have to be that rock now. I have to be that strong person, and not that I wear that as a badge of honor, but it's just like I can't be falling apart. You know what I'm saying? And she just lost a son, or she just lost her husband with my dad, like 8 years ago. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure she's still dealing with that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like I have to be a strong person that I know I've always been. Um, I wholeheartedly believe my dad named me Joshua for a reason, biblical terms or biblical name, excuse me. And we all know the story of Joshua. So I honestly believe that was for a reason. So yeah, everything happens for a reason, for sure.
Okay, and with that being said, what does
Yeah.
the emotional resilience look like for someone who has to carry all of the pressure?
Um. Uh, I've gotten my moments of cries out. I have. I'm definitely not the person who's going to try to hold that stuff in. Oh no, 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 no. I've seen what that could do to people. So no, I'm not. Am I crying all the time? No. You know what I mean? Like it's more of a strength thing for myself. It's me keeping myself in check and not falling apart when things happen or when things go wrong in my life. It's just me kind of just me just keeping faith in God, really. And knowing that everything is gonna work out.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
Hmm. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So I didn't realize how long we've been on here. This is crazy. It's just flowing. So we're so we're gonna move ahead just a little bit. I
Yeah,
didn't even realize. I just looked up. I was like, oh. So we're gonna move ahead a little bit
do
because I don't want, I respect Josh's time. So I'm gonna
it.
ask, what do you hope people feel
Appreciate you,
when
man.
they hear your story?
What do I hope people feel when they hear my story?
Yeah.
That was that the question? Okay.
That's a good question.
Yes, sir.
Um, Great question. Very, very good question. I just hope people are inspired. You know what I'm saying? Like I hope people are inspired to know that not only from the acting aspect, but yeah, you're gonna go through a lot of things when you're trying to achieve anything in your life. And I hope people just take away from my story the fact that I didn't give up. I didn't give up.
Mm,
I've been through losses. I've been through uh, a lot of transitions in life, and I still never just said, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with everything. I'm done with life. I'm done with all. Saying I just did not give up, and just continuing to being strong willed, determined, disciplined, and just patient. Really, just being patient with everything, because I'll get impatient, upset because things aren't happening the way we want them to, or things are going crazy all at once. I mean, and we're just like, what in the like every just gotta You got to center yourself and ask, okay, what is this moment trying to teach me? Every moment is teaching you something. Like it could be somebody is just really trying to bring you out of character, but or it just may be you thought you be here in your career, but now you just now getting to this point. It's like I should have been, hey, I should have been a multimillionaire by now. Hey, is it coming? Of course it is, but it ain't here yet. It ain't yet. So those moments, those moments you just like,
Mm.
all right, I see what's in front of me. You just gotta smile and just be like, all right, and just keep pushing through it. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, Jax, what you got?
As you speak about how you want people to feel when they hear your story. What legacy do you want to leave behind?
Man, uh, the small town kid who really believed in himself so much that I've influenced millions of other young kids and
That
Uh-oh.
Wi-Fi is doing something dangerous, boy.
Right. Real
That
dangerous.
Wi-Fi is that thing is.
It's a little
I don't know if
shaky.
he coming back.
Ah.
I think his Wi-Fi and put him in the
Uh,
full. Look, we lost him. See,
Oh,
I knew it. I knew. The moment he started sounding like a transformer, I knew something was wrong.
yeah.
Yeah. So
oh,
hopefully we get him back. I don't know. Is the Wi-Fi? Because I want him to finish up. It's a couple of questions I want him to answer. So I'm gonna give it a minute. Hope he comes back. But to be from a small town and to be where he is right now and everything that he's doing, and to be a single father, man. Listen, some of y'all have just been introduced to this man. I've known this man for years. At least this is what 2026. I've known Joshua for at least 8 years. And when I tell you, for 8 years, this man has been booked and busy. I've never not known him, or I've never not looked at social media and did not see his face. Booked it in this show, on that show, in this movie. When he got Harriet, I was cheering like I got the movie. It was such a dope thing because you see somebody that's really in the grind, and then you see the movie, and it's like it paid off.
Yeah.
Like everything paid off, and we know what it looks like. Those of us who have been in comedy, acting, or whatever the case may be, we know what that grind looks like. And to see, someone who's traveling the same journey as you to get that movie or get that TV show. And I'm like, man, that is so dope because once again, I always believed in, blessed by proximity. If he did it for you at some point, he's gonna do it for me too. And it's so dope,
Yeah.
man. I don't know if we're gonna that Wi-Fi. That Wi-Fi was man. He might be a little tired right now, from getting beat up by that Wi-Fi. I don't know. I want to give him a second to get back because it's a question I really want him to
oh
answer.
my goodness.
Man, man. Right at the end,
By the
too.
Wi-Fi.
It's so wild is, and I'm always gonna say this. I knew this show was gonna be good. But when I tell y'all from the beginning, we was gonna have some technical difficulties. We
Right.
started having them in the beginning before
In
we
the
even
be-
went live. It's like, it's like the enemy is like, we're not gonna let you get this one out. Man, that's crazy. So I don't want to get into the closing that pops up. Man, that's crazy. All right, well, I'm gonna go into the closing because I don't know if we're gonna get him back. If we do, then we'll ask the questions. But tonight's conversation wasn't just about acting; it was about belief. Believing in yourself before the world catches up. Believing through rejection, through waiting, through uncertainty. Because the truth is, a lot of people have dreams. but very few people stay committed long enough to watch those dreams grow together. And what
Mhm.
makes stories like Joshua's powerful isn't just success, it's the willingness to keep going when success wasn't guaranteed. So, whether you're in a small town, working a regular job, or quietly chasing something bigger, don't let your environment convince you your dream is too far away. You can make it happen. All right. All right. So, you know where we are. You know where we are, people. We have reached that segment of I heard my pastor say. Go ahead, people.
PMJ!
We are. No, we stop. All
Rocks.
right. So I heard my
Oh
pastor say,
man.
God never designed assignment to be carried in isolation. I'll say that again. God never designed assignment to be carried in isolation. The first thing God said, the first thing God said was not good was not a sin. The first thing that God said was not good was when Adam was alone. In the book of Genesis, God created the heavens and the earth and said, "Let there be light," and it was good. He separated flying things from crawling things, and it was good. He made vegetation and he made plants, and it was good. Then he made Adam and said it was not good for man to be alone. The first not good was not about sin, it was about solitude. We are more powerful together. I'm not talking about just man and wife here because we know if a man findeth a wife, he findeth a good thing. I'm talking about as a people. We can only produce what we need when we come together. That's why the enemy has our family at odds and our friends hating us because he knows that if we ever get on one accord, it ain't nothing the enemy can do with us or even stop us. God did not call you to do life by yourself in any capacity because Ecclesiastes 49 says two people are better off than one, for they help each other succeed. And if you move on to verse 10, it reads, if the person falls, the other can reach out and help. But someone who falls alone is in real trouble. So I tell you, people that are listening, don't ever get into a group where you are surrounded. Get it to where you are supported because we are not supposed to do life alone, whether it be man and wife, family, friends, whatever the case may be. You need to find good community in this life to get to where you need to be. All right. All right. And we have him back. I knew he was going to do this. We have him back. We got him back. I knew is he here? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I got him. I clicked on it, but he's not. Man, that Wi-Fi is something
Wi-Fi
else,
something
boy.
serious, ain't it?
Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna let him in. I tried to let him in twice. Oh yeah. It's not doing it, Josh. It said he waiting in the lobby. I hear you knocking and you can't come in. That is crazy.
Coming.
Yeah, it won't let me let you in, Josh. I don't know what's going on. Go out and come back in, my brother. We're gonna let him back in anyway. We gotta finish up these questions, even though I already did. I heard my pastor say. Oh my goodness. Like it will not let him in. All right, he went out.
Satan,
Let's see
get
if he
thee
get back in.
behind me.
Okay.
I'm talking about like we don't never had these
Like
problems.
never ever. Never ever. Never ever.
Never.
Satan,
I'm gonna
get
do some
thee
serious editing to
behind
this
me.
episode. I'm gonna do some serious editing to this episode. I'm talking about chopped and screwed. This is crazy.
You officially been chopped and screwed.
Yeah, cause
Screwed,
man,
screwed, screwed.
give me a minute to try and get him back in here. Cause like I said, it's a couple questions I do want to ask him. She ain't putting on a concert down here, but it's so weird for it to go wrong. Like this don't even it don't even feel like our show. Like this is
It don't
crazy.
it ain't weird.
It ain't
It's a
right.
reason. It
We
ain't weird.
said this in the
What'd you say,
beginning. We
Jax? It ain't
told you
right.
this.
Right.
You
Because
did. You
this
did.
the
They
one.
did tell me
We said
because
this was gonna
this the
happen.
one because the
This the one.
moment I'm talking about just trying to get everything pulled up, we was going through it, and we've never had this issue with other guests. With just us, we've never had this issue. So I don't know. Mm,
We said it.
but I
But
don't.
you
I
know what?
think
It's
I.
all
I don't
good.
think he's
To
coming
God be
back,
the
y'all.
glory. Because guess what? He said what he said anyway. The message already went out.
Yeah,
That part.
man, that's
It went
crazy.
out to the
It
listening
already
masses,
connected.
and it's
Anyway,
gonna go out to the recorded masses. So
yeah.
it's okay.
There you go. So, with that being said, if he does come back in, I am still gonna bring him back in here because I want him to answer these questions. They are very good questions, and I think that everyone would benefit from hearing what he says. So, with that being said, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Please, by all means, don't forget to hit those follow buttons for all of us. I want you all to know you can follow Josh at joshua.t.shipment on Instagram. Joshua.t.shipment on Instagram. Also, he's Joshua T. Shipment on Facebook. You can find him there as well. So, with that being said, Jax, where can they follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at dopequeen_786.
DOPE. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you. I'm never letting that go. Yeah, she rickrolled us. That's crazy. I sang the song on here and she rickrolled all of us. That is
Say
crazy.
goodbye,
All
and it
right,
made the
there you
day,
go.
and
See, look, now
y'all
he's
loved
back.
it.
Here we go. He's back.
Y'all
Hold
loved it.
on, he's back. He's back. He's back. Hold on, hold on. Come on, Josh. Where you at, man? Let's go. Okay. Wait. We all we have is the
Yo,
bots. Bro, I don't know what you got
what
going
just
on.
happened?
Oh
Bro,
Lord.
I don't
Nah,
know. You went
it just
out,
said something
your
about
whole
an
system just
internal
shut down.
issue.
Yeah, not over here.
Oh, I don't. Hey, I don't know, bro. I got an
When I
iPhone 12. I don't know.
oh, his phone is underage. I can't.
You still there?
You
This
got
man
a
got an
12 and
immature
they on
phone.
what, 20 or 16? I don't know.
This
I don't
man
have
got an
an iPhone.
immature phone.
I don't do
Lord
iPhones,
have
so I don't
mercy.
know what the
All
numbers
right,
mean on
Hey,
okay.
on
We
there.
done
listen.
did everything.
That made listen.
You know what? I already know
Hey,
what type of
That
person
is
you
my
are.
phone.
hilarious.
Listen, man. Look, it's tired. My phone tired, bro. It's
You right.
I
It's
think
it
that's what it is.
is.
I don't know.
It's time to retire and get the new number. The new
It's
number.
tired, man.
I don't
Yeah.
know what number
Don't
they
feel bad,
on.
Josh. They do me
Whoo!
the same way.
Hey,
Cause I only got a
I'm talking about
13. They
his
do me the
phone
same
hey.
way.
said
I'm like,
his
listen.
phone said, mm-mm.
No, but I don't know what happened though, because it was like it was doing this thing, and then all of a sudden it was just like, nah,
It's all
all right.
good
It's like
till the
I
Bro,
quit for the
iPhone.
night.
you
But I'm
completely
like
like
but
you
no,
was
I tried to when I
buffering
kept trying to
everything.
when I kept jumping back on, it was just saying that I was just waiting to reconnect. I jumped right back on it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You ain't even show up over here. Mm. Okay.
Dang,
So
that's
I
crazy,
don't even know
man.
where we were in the
Yeah.
questions. Like where who had was it okay, Jax, go ahead.
I'm gonna ask my question again because I think
Yep.
you asked, but we're gonna ask it again. You told us how you want people to feel when they hear your
Okay.
story. What legacy do you want to leave?
Yes. I just wanted to leave people with the legacy that despite all the things that could go wrong in your life, I mean, you still have to hold on to that. You still have to hold on to that faith that what you really want to do, it can be done and it can work out. I that's the legacy I would rather leave. Millions and millions of people, especially the youth. Especially the youth, and just show everybody that this thing is possible. Anything is possible that you really put hard work and positive mindset towards. Yeah.
Yeah.
And lastly, and please feel free to recap all of the things that we talked about earlier, all the shows you mentioned earlier. What is next up for Joshua?
Okay. So what is next up for me? Had a lot of releases this year. Will Trent came out this year. The Lifetime movie is out. I have a couple commercials come out this year. Like I just wrapped up an amazing, amazing, amazing project that is scheduled to come out next summer. Um, which that's the movie I told you guys about, The Thin Place. Thinplacemovie.com if you want to check that out, see the synopsis of the storyline and to see we got behind the scenes pictures, everything. Other than that, man, I am about to gear up to do another independent, a Christmas film, as a matter of fact. Sometime around the end of this month. I don't really have a date yet, but gearing up to do that one. And as a matter of fact, I was supposed to be on the table read tonight for it, but hey, I'm gonna blame you guys for that. But yeah. So
Oh,
other,
He's doing the whole table read. No
other than
way.
that, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I had to skip out on the table read to do this one, but nah, it's all good though. But no, in all seriousness, I have that one coming up, and we'll see what's next. Yeah.
Last things, cross across.
here's the
That's what's up
crazy
next.
thing, though.
This man has skipped the whole table
Here's the
read.
crazy thing. Here-
Cross across.
Josh
That's
was
what's up
the
next.
one that told.
Oh
Say
man.
what now?
Oh, wait a minute. Joshua was
He
the
didn't
one that
skip
told me
work.
the 12th was okay.
Uh-oh.
When
He skipped work.
it's me now. Oh Lord,
Hey,
it's
it's
time for us to
all
stop
good though,
this.
man. Because
It's time for us to go.
we gonna get on set. We still going. We gonna kill it,
Oh man.
man.
Can you hear me now? Can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, it's time for us to stop this because
Yes,
I promise you, this is bad.
there is a
So
lag though.
listen, I just
Yeah, I think we've been on
yeah, I
it too
know. Like
long,
I'm seeing
man.
it
I ain't gonna
myself.
lie.
Yeah, we've been on there too long. All our phones are tired. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Here's the last question. Here's the very last. Here's the last two
Yes.
questions. I got them. Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Fast and Furious, or Black Panther.
Hopefully we make it
If
through it.
any one of them call, which one are you doing?
Ooh, that's tough. Marvel DC. You said Marvel
Hope you
DC and
heard
who
me.
else?
Or Black Panther.
I said
Oh,
Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Fast and Furious, or Black Panther. Which one you doing if they
Star
call?
Wars.
did you really have to put all of them in the same category?
Oh,
We
we
lost him.
lost
This
them
is it, baby.
again.
All right.
That's the one.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, I don't do spirits no more. Okay, that's it. All right, y'all.
No more.
So
When did
with
we
that
ever
being
start?
said, we ain't never So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and end it, but we're gonna get them back on at some point.
Yes.
All right. So now we figured out where to follow Jax. All right, Keish, where do
Yes.
they follow you, girl?
You can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at 313_Kish KISH.
All right,
Taking that
313
talk.
underscore keys. Y'all got it. All right. Now you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok, GL underscore Richardson, on Facebook, G.L. Richardson, if you can find me. Because most people tell me they can't find me. So now, after you hit those follow buttons, don't forget to click the link below to subscribe for only $3 a month. Your contribution helps us keep the mics hot, the lights on, and the conversations flowing. Now, we do understand that life is lifing. All right. For so many of us. So if you're not able to give, we wholeheartedly overstand. Just do us a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You're already here. You may as well subscribe. We thank you all in advance for all of your support. And as always, have a phenomenal day on purpose. And we don't know you, but we
Oh,
love
we
you like
love
we
you
do.
like we
And
do.
we out.
But it coming in hot. Well, are we hot or cold today? Like it's just been crazy.
I think we cold. I don't know what's going on. And I don't do spirit. So I'm going to go ahead and end this and go pray. All right. Y'all have a good evening.